Hello, and welcome back to the Masters Mod. Last time we got a taste of how the random encounters got tuned up, and it's only gonna get tougher, but the party's stronger now, and we can handle it. These bombs are the perfect example of that. Now, in the last episode, they were basically the drop everything that you have to really blitz them down, but now, we can handle them all okay. Of course, I'm using an overdrive now, but Orin and Lulu can deal a lot more damage now, so we don't have to worry too much about the shell and protect. We also get drakes added into the list of enemies that we can encounter. They do a lot of damage, like the normal game, but they don't actually attack until they're the last one standing. They do get very annoying by when they do get their turn, they guard. And they're kind of like Orin actually. But what you want to do is you want to leave them for second, because if you leave them for last, they're going to hit you really hard, and they're going to hit the whole party. But if you get them first, well, it's not like they're going to attack you until they're last. So for this encounter, like the way that turn order works, he won't have guard up at the very beginning, so you can blitz down the lizard like normal. But when he is guarding, he can't actually take the hit for magic, so keep that in mind. Also, Orin can't do that either. Then remember that the plans really only just counterattack you, so you don't have to worry about them too much until you're about to hit them. Now for sure you want to talk to everybody on the road here, because they give a lot of really good stuff. And also you can buy things from a walk-up. The stunning steel is very tempting, but for me at least, I just don't want to switch between Brotherhood and stunning steel all the time, so I'm not going to buy anything from this first shop. Then the other new enemy in the mix is the annoying little devil. That's what they're called up in the top of the screen, and I couldn't agree more. They will be very hard to hit, and if you hit them with anything, they'll counter with Osmo, so they suck out all of the MP. Very annoying, very bad for long-term attrition. Then also, on their turn, they can berserk your party. So then, your guys will attack them, and they'll get even more MP stolen. So it's just awful. Deal with them as fast as you can. They are so annoying. Then of course you have your repeat customers of the lizards and the elementals. Now, yep, the lizards you want to at least neutralize at the beginning, but unless you have the right protections, you really want to take out the elementals, because they now have 3 casts of, well, in this case, fire, and they hurt a lot. Yeah, take them out quick. Another new enemy type we got is the mushrooms. Now, they're not super difficult. They will do a little bit of damage to you if you don't have the right spell protection. But really their main gimmick now is when they die, they end up giving you all of the status effects. They don't put you to sleep, or not yet, but you want to leave them for last, because then you don't have to deal with switching everyone out or needing to burn all of your Asunas and remedies. Long story short, everything's dangerous. You just have to prioritize what threats to take out first, and use your tools to neutralize them appropriately. If you're having a rough time, you can definitely talk to Shalinda around the halfway point, get a full heal. This is like the only time that she's super useful, so definitely make sure to take advantage of that. Surprisingly, the easiest encounter on this route is the big Garuda, because as long as you have them blind, they really won't do much to you. And Orin has a lot of MP, so you might as well just throw a power break on there in case they get a lucky hit. And now we have Sinspawn Gui. Now, he's pretty tough, I gotta say. But once you figure out how to get that foothold or how to really manage this fight, it's pretty satisfying. So you should definitely try it out yourself, and then yeah, come back later. Now for my preparations, really the most important thing, defensively at least, is to get maybe some red ward or water ward if you can, but I want to say that the most important thing is HP. HP management is key. Then also with Yuna, definitely make sure that she has her double overdrive weapon on, because the Aeons can be very useful, as you'll see in my master strategy. So if you're not prepared or you don't know exactly how to start this fight, you'll get taken out pretty quickly. There's a lot of damage getting thrown your way, and the boss has a lot of turns. It has four sections that'll all throw attacks at you. So what you gotta do first is silence the head, because that hard-hitting magic damage will basically just KO any party member. And then you want to power break the center. Lulu's just good general damage because her lightning doesn't get blocked by the arms, and then walking Kamari obviously can manage the head up top. Titus is great at hasting up someone when he can, but unfortunately his health is pretty low, so he gets targeted a lot. But I mean, if he's the one who ends up cursed and slowed, then otherwise, if the other guys aren't getting hit, that's not the worst thing to happen. But again, the main thing about this fight is HP management. So I'm looking at all the characters and who to switch in and who to switch out, and also throw in potions when I can, make sure that everyone's alive. Now I also have Yuna on the front line with her double overdrive. Now her job obviously is to get the summons and summon overdrive. But she's on Comrade, so that way she can take advantage of the swings that are constantly coming the party's way. Now for the fight itself, there's a lot of hits getting thrown your way. So what you want to do is you want to look at the turn order and see, okay, what's going to attack left, what's going to attack center, what's going to attack right. And the top, or I guess the head, targets the character with the lowest HP, so you definitely need to have note of that, because that attack, that toxin, will do poison, it'll do curse, and it'll do slow. So you want to make sure that if you're relying on overdrives, whoever you're relying on for that damage does not have the lowest HP whenever that thing's turn comes up, because curse, slow, and poison is a terrible combination. That's really all that I want to do, is just make sure that Yuna can cast her double or her two overdrives. And then once the head is gone, then the fight gets a lot easier. Now if you leave Auron in the center, that's really where he'll get his best value if you keep his counterattack sword on, because if he's on the left or the right and they swing at him, he won't actually counterattack. He'll only counterattack the middle one. But for me, really, Auron's only job is to get in there, get the power break on the center, and then get out of there, because we need the turns and we need the faster characters in there. Alright, now we got a lot of level ups, and everybody gets something really good here. Lulu gets her tier 2 magics, Yuna gets Protect and Shell, Ornn gets Magic Break, which is super useful, and then also Threaten, which is super underrated. I will be using Threaten a lot in the future. Then Waka gets Sleep Buster, and Titus gets Slow. So, also, those can really get you out of some tough binds. And now on the second leg of the trip, don't forget to talk to people, because they will give you really good things that you really will want. We get the bees and they come back, but again, they're not too difficult. It's just that now they can haste themselves and their allies up, so just annoying. They make everything else a little bit tougher, but we've dealt with them before. And the birds, they start to hit a little bit hard now. So keep them blind. Make sure that they are blind and that they miss, because they attack everything. The turtles too, and the ducks. Really just throw out blind, throw out dark attacks to whatever. Because luckily for me, again, I have 3 characters who can inflict blind. You got Titus and his shield, you got Tamari, and you got Waka. So that's great. If you really wanted to, you could throw a skill spear on to give it to everyone else, but blind is super useful. Make sure you use it. Then we have the basilisks. They do a lot of damage, and they have a party attack, so they are the enemies on this route that we drop everything on them. Now, luckily, we do have Sleep Buster with Waka, so we can take them out for a turn, or at least prepare for a little bit. And also remember, when things are asleep, magic does not wake them up. So, you can still hurt them when they're asleep. Then, Ornn's Overdrive, it's really Ornn's time to shine, because he can both just take one out if he has a full Overdrive with Shooting Star, but also threaten. Now, I didn't have to use Threaten, but it takes them out for a decent amount of turns because Ornn is so slow. And finally, we get all the chests around Djose. Now, don't forget for sure to do the Cloister Trials, get that Destruction Spear, and now you actually get a good HP Spear. So, I am going to set that on Yuna, because I want her to, well, she does a lot of the reviving, so if she stays alive, she can revive everyone else. Also, I'm going to use that skill spear, or one of the skill spears on Waka to give him Magic Break. That's mostly for the future. I'm not going to use it for a while, but I know I'm going to use it on Waka, so I'll just use it now. But this is where I'm going to wrap it up. So thanks again for watching. Yeah, and I hope that you come again on the journey to fight Pennance. Now, yeah, if you liked the video, I like your face. And thanks again. Bye-bye.